guest this week is Noemi Gallardo, who is serving her first term on the California Energy Commission. She is one of 5 commissioners. In this role, she also oversees lithium projects in the state's Lithium Valley. Before joining the Energy Commission, she was Senior Manager of Public Policy at Sunrun, which provides solar panels and batteries to power homes. In this interview, which was conducted at the Benchmark Week conference in Los Angeles, she talks about energy storage, California's Lithium Valley, and much more.
So thank you for being here today with me, Commissioner Gallardo. We're at Benchmark Week 2024 here in LA, and it's great to have you here, the California Energy Commissioner, and got a few questions for you today around what you're doing in the space and how California is evolving. So you gave an excellent presentation earlier talking about the Lithium Valley and all the excitement at the moment. You also mentioned your energy storage targets, which was very ambitious, 52 gigawatts by 2045. I think according to kind of our data, we're looking at around 10 gigawatts currently. Talk about maybe some of the challenges you've had so far in building that out, and also how you're going to get up towards that target.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it is a pleasure to be here. I am one of 5 commissioners from the California Energy Commission, and we each have a really robust portfolio. Mine includes the Lithium Valley vision, so that's a component of this, how we're going to get to all of our clean energy goals. I'm really excited about that. And then we are doing a lot on the energy storage front. And so we have about 30,000 megawatts for energy storage. That's our calculation. And we increased by 3,000 megawatts just in the last 6 months. And another exciting aspect is we have about 17 gigawatts in potential applications coming through our permitting process, the majority of that being energy storage. So I think, we do have ambitious goals, but we're working very diligently and making things happen. So I think we will get to, achieve our goals. It will be a challenge because, we can't control everything. And so we're trying to be as supportive as possible to developers, manufacturers, and, everyone who's interested to be part of this, incredible system that we have to get to this, 100% clean energy future that we want, and trying to get to all of those megawatts.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, California is quite unique in its position within North America in terms of leading deployments. What are some of the reasons that that California is where it is now compared to the rest of the US?
Absolutely. So I think we have a lot of talent here, right? A lot of folks who are experienced, have expertise, and a commitment to fighting climate change. They're very passionate about it, and so they're doing a lot with their skill sets and their expertise to be able to help us get there. And I think we have innovators, just the fact that we have Silicon Valley here, and there was so much innovation that happened with Silicon Valley. And so that was kind of like showed us we can do this. California is a leader. California can change the world. And so I think since then, we've been unstoppable, and we're still continuing to try to do more. So for me, Lithium Valley is going to be one of those opportunities to potentially be a Silicon Valley that helps California transform the world again. But I think that's just a lot of what we have, that spirit of innovation, the technology expertise and experience, a large talent pool, and then also folks who want to learn and get included. And so our academic institutions have also been helpful on that front, being able to provide curriculum that makes sense to help us get more people who are ready to take on these jobs and even be entrepreneurs. We also have programs that are for training and apprenticeship that our community colleges are working on. Imperial Valley College, as a specific example out in the Lithium Valley, is doing curriculum and training on that front. So I think we have a lot going for us in California.
Yeah, absolutely. The full kind of ecosystem of support in place.
Exactly.
Maybe on the kind of Lithium Valley side, it'd be great to kind of hear some more around how that's evolving so far, what's the progress, and also kind of any challenges you're facing, on the environmental side, on the regulatory side, when it comes to that as well.
Absolutely. So with Lithium Valley, I think, they have an incredible opportunity due to the unique geothermal brine resource that they have there, which is exciting to me because we haven't paid enough attention to that area in terms of state policy, state investment. And so here is this resource that's really valuable, geothermal brine that has lithium in it and other, critical minerals. And this is an opportunity for that area to advance, to, get all of the benefits that it needs. And so we're really excited about that. And there are some challenges too, because we haven't invested sufficiently in that area of the state. There's a lack of infrastructure that we need. So bridges, paved roads, rail, water systems, a lot of different things. But again, because we have this unique resource there, we're embracing the area, and we want to be helpful in building out that infrastructure that's not only necessary for Lithium Valley to thrive, but also, a great investment for that community that needs it, whether or not Lithium Valley happens. I do think Lithium Valley will be successful. It might be slower than what we were hoping for, but again, we're always so ambitious in California, so sometimes we get ahead of ourselves, but I think we can make it happen, especially because the state is doing a full embrace of the area, thinking about all these things that are needed, including the infrastructure and other types of resources and services.
I guess the other kind of piece of that puzzle is around the labor force and attracting people to come to that part of the state. How is that process going so far?
Well, our focus is actually trying to find opportunities for the local residents to be able to get those jobs. So that's why the community college there, Imperial Valley College, is setting up the curriculum. It's been really popular. They had their first cohort. They said when they opened it up, it got full immediately. And so that first cohort has graduated. They're going to open up other courses. And those are the types of courses that will enable folks to do jobs at geothermal power plants, doing the lithium development, and potentially more. So it's really set up for the locals. That's our first focus. And what we're hearing from community members, especially parents, is that they're excited that there's going to be these opportunities for good jobs that their kids can get excited about. So even if they're not going to the community college there, but if they're going away to college, getting a good education, they can come back to have an opportunity, which isn't happening right now. There are a lot of youth that go out and don't come back. And so I think that's going to be a major opportunity. And there's also interest that I'm hearing from the other side of the Salton Sea, the Eastern Coachella Valley. Folks over there are also excited about the opportunities for jobs. So it might be, those opportunities are going to be attractive to folks on that side too, not just Imperial Valley, but also the Coachella Valley and, other people who reside in the Riverside area, so not too far. And if we need to attract others because we don't have the particular expertise or specialization that is required for some of these jobs. I think we're an attractive area, just in general, being California. Salton Sea is close to San Diego, it's close to Palm Springs, it's close to Mexico, so there's a lot to be said for being in that area. And frankly, I think it's beautiful there. And so I think folks will be interested to come out and see what types of opportunities they can maximize.
Great. Sounds like it won't be too much of a problem then getting people to come and join in.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. Moving over slightly, I guess, to the supply chain. So, building out lithium supply within California. You've also got one of the largest stationary storage system manufacturers, Lathrop, Tesla's facility in California. A lot of the middle parts aren't necessarily within the US right now or California right now. When it comes to the storage market in particular, that's a market which is heavily reliant on China for its cells, given the dominance of the LFP chemistry. Maybe talk us through some of your thoughts on that and what the US can do to kind of help encourage domestic battery supply chain.
Yeah, well, I think the federal government has been helpful. They have been, focusing on providing more funding for manufacturing, and manufacturing that can happen, throughout our country. So we're excited about the additional rounds of funding that we are hoping are coming through the Department of Energy. And we're going to do our best as a state to support the companies that are based in California to go after that funding and have the best chance possible to obtain it. But I think that's going to make a huge difference, is having that federal support. So this state of California has invested a lot as well in trying to build out this manufacturing possibility. So Lithium Valley is one of those areas where we're hoping for the co-location of manufacturing of electric vehicles, of, recycling of batteries, of all the battery parts that are, in the middle. We think we have a great chance, and we're hearing from different companies that are, based in California, that are interested in being part of that ecosystem. One that I'll uplift is Sparks. They're trying to set up a CAM manufacturing facility in Sacramento. They've got great partnerships with our local utility, and that's to create more jobs and be really focused on the local benefits. And once they have that set up, they're hoping that it'll be a template they can then apply in the Lithium Valley area. And so I'm excited about that opportunity. So seeing the enthusiasm of the private sector tells me, from the state perspective, then that we can go somewhere. We just need to, better define that path and figure out what types of additional support these companies need to be able to thrive.
Yeah, you almost need it's like the trifecta, right? You've got the state support, the federal support, and then the private investment coming through as well. And that's what's going to enable this.
That's the best way to put it. That's right, the trifecta of support.
Yeah, exactly. Great. And then maybe finally just touching on the kind of EV side. So California has a mandate to have 100% electric vehicles be zero emission by 2035. So one of the most ambitious targets that we've seen out there. In terms of that supply chain, how much of that would you like to see within California, and what are some of the opportunities that you see there as well?
Yeah, we would love to see the whole supply chain here in California. I think we have the talent pool and the experience and expertise to be able to make that happen. It's just not going to be immediate. So we are ambitious and at the same time realistic, but we are moving forward. We have, I think right now our car sales are, for new cars, it's 20% that are zero emission vehicles. So that tells me market is good. It tells me, folks are excited. And then also we have zero emission vehicle manufacturing happening here. We have the most ZEV and SEV related manufacturing jobs. So that's also helpful to us, I think. We're not starting from scratch. And so we need to make the other pieces come into place. But I think we have the ability to have that whole puzzle here.
And are you looking at it from the infrastructure angle as well, kind of charging infrastructure? Is that something that you're responsible for?
Good question. So Energy Commission is responsible for charging infrastructure. We have a lot of grant funding that is coming through still for that type of support, so that everyone can feel, that if they get an electric vehicle, they're going to have access to charging. And I think that's really important to get more, to get closer to our goals and to be able to get more people in electric vehicles.
Yeah, absolutely. You need that infrastructure in place to get everyone ready for it.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Commissioner Gallardo, for joining me today and sharing all the exciting things that California is getting up to.
Thank you. I appreciate it.